Did you know there's a firearm so accurate and powerful it set a world record for the farthest confirmed kill? I promise, by the end of this video, you'll be amazed not only by the rifle itself, but also by the mix of science, engineering, and raw human skill involved in breaking this almost unbelievable record. Stay tuned. This is not your everyday firearm story. The record for the farthest confirmed sniper kill stands at an awe-inspiring 3,540 meters, or 2.2 miles. That's over 35 football fields stacked end to end. Imagine that for a moment. In the time it takes for the bullet to travel, 5 or 6 seconds, someone could have started running and covered several meters of ground. But that's not even the crazy part. The shooter didn't just target a stationary object. They took down an enemy combatant. So how was this possible? What kind of wizardry allowed for such a feat? To understand this phenomenon, we have to break it into 3 parts: the firearm itself, the science behind the shot, and, perhaps most importantly, the skill of the shooter. First up, the firearm. The record was set in 2017 by a sniper from Canada's elite Joint Task Force 2 using a Macmillan TAC-50 rifle. The TAC-50 is not just any rifle. It's what's known as an anti-materiel rifle, meaning it's designed to target equipment or vehicles, not just personnel. It fires 50 caliber rounds, which are massive. To put it into perspective, the bullet itself is nearly as long as your index finger and weighs as much as a baseball. When fired, this bullet exits the barrel at speeds over 800 meters per second. That's more than twice the speed of sound. Now imagine tracking and accurately striking a target with such a projectile 2 miles away. The rifle also features advanced optics, allowing the shooter to see and adjust for targets at extreme distances. We're talking custom ballistic reticles, finely tuned scope adjustments, and even advanced weatherproofing. But even with all these features, the rifle alone isn't enough to make a shot like this possible. And that brings us to the second key element: the science. Here's the part where physics becomes the sniper's best friend and biggest obstacle. Consider this. A bullet doesn't fly in a straight line. It arcs. Over a 2.2 mile distance, that arc is monumental. By the time the bullet reaches the target, it has dropped an astonishing 120 meters, or nearly the height of a 40-story building. Think about it. The sniper didn't just aim directly at their target. They had to point the rifle significantly above it, calculating exactly how gravity would pull the bullet down over such a vast distance. But it's more than just gravity. The shooter also had to account for air resistance, wind speed, wind direction, humidity, air temperature, and even the Coriolis effect. Yes, the planet's rotation plays a role. You see, at such long ranges, even fractions of a degree in angle misalignment or changes in atmospheric conditions can make the bullet miss by several meters. And before you think this is as simple as typing all this data into a rifle's scope, think again. The shooter must understand how all these variables interact dynamically in real time. Precision computers and technologies exist for most of these calculations, but ultimately the sniper is the one pulling the trigger, relying on years of finely honed instincts. Which leads us to the final aspect: the person behind the trigger. The Canadian sniper who set the record remains unnamed for operational security reasons. But what we do know is they were part of one of the most elite special forces in the world. This individual had to be extraordinarily steady-handed, exceptionally calm under pressure, and highly trained. Imagine situating yourself in an unfamiliar and hostile environment, leveraging limited time to line up a shot, knowing that one mistake, just one, could compromise the mission or endanger your team. That's the level of mental focus and physical discipline we're talking about. Even more fascinating is the fact that when the shot was taken, there wasn't even 100% certainty that it would work. Instead, it was an informed leap of faith. Once the trigger was pulled, it took the bullet nearly 10 seconds to reach its target. Can you imagine breathing through those 10 seconds, watching through the scope as the bullet arcs through the sky, knowing there's nothing left to do but wait and hope? And then, confirmation. A hit. Success. Now let's touch on the aftermath of this historic feat. Many people understandably question whether such a long-range kill is even ethical or practical. Critics argue that shooting at such extreme distances removes the honor or human challenge of combat and increases the likelihood of collateral damage. On the flip side, supporters highlight the reduced risk to the sniper's team, since staying further from the enemy obviously offers better protection. Like many things in life, the conversation is nuanced and controversial. What's not controversial, however, is the sheer human ingenuity and creativity behind this accomplishment. From designing a firearm as specialized and reliable as the Macmillan TAC-50 to calculating the impossible, to entrusting one individual with the skill to execute the unimaginable, it's an extraordinary intersection of science, technology, and human capability. So the next time you hear someone talking about firearms, and maybe they mention something impressive like rate of fire or compact design, remember there's a rifle out there that quite literally breaks the boundaries of distance. A firearm so remarkable, it has redefined what we thought was possible in modern combat. And there you have it, the incredible story of the firearm that set a world record for the farthest confirmed kill. If you're as fascinated as I am about the science, skill, and controversy surrounding weapons technology, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our series. Every episode, we'll take you deeper into the most unbelievable stories in the world of firearms, stories just like this one. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, history has often been shaped by those who weren't afraid to take a shot.